Those of you wondering why I'm not reacting to LBX Girls first or Hortenia Saga, it's because for some reason Funimation still doesn't have the episodes up for either Hortenia Saga or LBX Girls. I waited half an hour, so since I don't have this stuff working, I might as well react to this series first, since they do have this working. But without further delay, I will be starting my reaction in 1-0, go. My guess as to why they don't have things working is because I think, yeah, Funimation's now putting in Spanish dubs on the website, so it's probably causing their site to glitch out. And some Spanish dubs and subtitles too, and I think some Portuguese subtitles, I think, too. So that's my guess. Hmm. Oh, it's pretty dang impressive right there. Although, Gun, by the way, is looking at the girl, though, definitely doesn't have any fatherly, like, warmth right there, at least not in his face. Oh, snap. Actually, I like how we're getting more consequences to Childman actually dying. Huh. It's quite the cockiness right there, though. But you know what? That's gonna help out Orphen in the long run because if they're taking their sweet ass time, and that explains why he shows up in the opening prominently. Oh, I just wonder how the blind girl is gonna factor into the story, though. I swear, the opening for this series is one of my favorites of the season by far. It's one of the few open. Like honestly, I think I've listened to like this opening at full blast like 14, 15 times already, and not just the opening of the full version of the opening. Oh, oh man, this is actually one of my favorite parts in the opening. Just the build up right before the epicness. Man, Ducky, hey, so man, the fucking music. I could just jam to this. And while the opening's playing, yeah, Funimation still doesn't have the LPX Girls episode. I just had to check because I know some of y'all clicked in originally for the LBX Girls reaction. But yeah, they still don't have it up. Oh, yeah. John ain't the Tom, ain't the Tad. And then like the music too, man. This is one of the openings that gets me pumped up to start my day. And they don't still have Hortenia Saga either. And I saw the title of the episode. The city that rejects sorcerers. Which Orphen's gonna have to switch up his outfit, and he's gonna go to a town that dislikes him. It's probably gonna be more than just a play, though. Knowing how animes usually go about it. Oh, hello, anime doji. Hmm. Well, yeah, they might as well just build up the resources. Hey, you know, Magic could use a bit of training. It would help Orphan in the long run, too. Magic's more capable of defending himself. Damn. They didn't have to use sorcery either for that punch. Talk about overkill, jeez. Oh, I thought he was gonna actually step on his head for a second. No. If Whoa. What the hell? Oh man. True, I mean, can't if Magic can't take on the toughness, he's not gonna be able to take on the toughness from anyone else that would actually want to kill him in combat. He's right. Oh, it's pretty damn insightful right there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't get two chances in life at life. You only get one. And I like how even though yes you see Morphin's acting tough, it shows you how much of a shit he gives about magic because if he didn't give a shit, he would not be acting that rough. I mean, he kind of has to though. It's not gonna change the story in Anime Doji. I mean, they're following the manga. Yeah, I had a feeling that the rough treatment that oh, you actually drew blood. Yeah, at least the Orphan's not drawing blood on magic. Damn though. Charlemagne was a utter savage though, with zero chill. I wonder what this man did though to be having that kind of scorn though. The question is, how is she going to convince Orphan to help her out though? Hmm. Oh, they must have been a badass in that case. The fuck? That's actually pretty damn impressive. He was actually able to survive an encounter against Sheldon, considering the type of feats that Sheldon was capable of. But hey, I like this though. It actually does a great job of building up the opposition they're gonna have to go against this season. Or at least one of the various opposition they have to deal with. Kinda like the animation stream with the sword. Looked pretty dang good right there. I like the little flex from Studio Dean. Hmm. And that's really a shame too about the financial depravity of the situation. And that's what I like about Marchian too. At least she's, even though her methods are a bit rash in trying to go the assassination route, at the very least her heart's coming from the right place. So I like how at least they're showing you that when it comes to her, there's more than meets the eye. Yeah, it's not released. I checked Funimation's. It's released in Japan, Anime Doji. It's out in Japan already. Because people were talking about the fifth episode of my anime list, but Funimation hasn't released it subtitled yet. When it should have already came out 46 minutes ago, too. So that's a Funimation issue. I mean, oh, that explains it. That's pretty fucked up for him to be kicked out just because of an injury, though, but that's life, though, sometimes. Well, yeah. Oh! Dang, that's a pretty dang cool perspective right there. But then that does show you why Ulrich can just risk his life easily. Oh, okay. It's actually nice to get that insight where even though he always put the brave face on, he always had at least a little bit of fear. I like that. I mean, life sometimes doesn't really give a shit whether someone has time or not. He's just gonna have to hope that magic can swim and not sink when the occasion rises. Well, then just watch it when you have time, Anime no Jujutsu Kaisen, man. Watch it when you have time. Whew. I wonder what he means by accept destruction, though. Hmm. I'm assuming there's gonna be more to Stu than meets the eye, though. He already looks shifty as hell. And this is just his first introduction. Huh? Doesn't. What the fuck? Yeah, I did not expect that for Sala to come into the forefront this quickly. But hey, you know what? I actually love this about the series. Well, I have no idea Anime Doji. I'm assuming that since they put in a lot of Spanish dubs and subtitles today, it probably caused their flight to glitch out. So they're probably over capacity Funimation right now. And they have the responsibility to help, though, for taking the money. Yeah, those two, they really should not be poking the bear. Exactly, she would eat those two for breakfast. I'm surprised Glasses Dude slipped there. Normally, I gotta admit, that's one of the few sequences where the door sequences are actually pretty funny. Yeah, it pissed me off because I was ready to react to LBX Girls, but wait, guess I'll react to Sorcerous Stabber Orphen earlier than I thought I would. I wouldn't be surprised like an intense magical presence there. That's good. Yeah, it would be too easy if she was able to just go inside of there casually. I mean, it has to be of the finest quality for her to look that scared with like her hand shaking. Yo, I love the sound of this. I just hope that Azilla doesn't bite more than she can chew, though. Because we know she's strong, but I don't think she's at the point where she's a world beater. Hmm. Sounds like a pain in the ass to live in. Knowing Orphan, though, he's gonna probably do something close to pretty dang stupid. Not because he's dumb, but because he's gonna need to take some risk and gambles. And that explains why he has a different outfit in the opening. Thankfully, Klimo's not there. Well, Klimo's not strong enough. And that's a good point. It's just that Klimo and Magic aren't ready yet. Oh, it's actually pretty darn cute right there. Pretty sure Magic could fend for an injured, can fend themselves against an injured man though. And then also Klimo has Lecky too. So they're not completely sitting ducks. Oh. 6? That's not that bad, depending on their strength levels, that is. Oh. Oh, I didn't. I mean, I guess that's pretty cool anime, don't you? Hmm. At least now we get the difference between the normal instructors and the other instructors at the very least. Damn. Yeah, I'm assuming that's gonna be Childman. Mm-hmm. Hey, I actually don't mind seeing Childman pull off some epic feats, though. Yeah, okay. I mean, he got injured way too easily. I thought it would be some. Oh, eesh. I mean, on the plus, at the very least, the Orphan, he's stronger than Childman, so he should have a better odds against Quo at the very least. He's not going to be such a sitting duck. And thankfully, Azella's going to be there soon, so that's at least two people that are stronger than Childman. If we're talking about pound by pound strength. Yeah, I'm actually liking how they actually animating the horses this time with 2D animation, not using CG shortcuts. I'll give the episode credit for that. Like those little details, you can tell this season's had a visual upgrade over season one. So Studio Dean, they've improved when it comes to animating the series. Hmm. That he probably hasn't yet. Yeah, I had a feeling. Probably then and other reasons. But it wouldn't be Orphan if he didn't do anything rash, though. Let's just be real. It's motherfucking Orphan we're talking about. Hmm. Jeez. Talk about being thirsty just to go inside of a freaking capital. Yeah. I'm gonna get it. I guess it wasn't gonna be that easy. I should have figured Clemo and Magic were gonna sneak in. Oh, this Baka. And the other Baka, too. How have they survived? Get out. Oh, no. Like he could blow up the whole thing. No! What the fuck was Clemo thinking right there? Well, looks like the stealth route is completely wrecked now. I mean, do it if you want, Anime Doji. If you want. Damn! But you know what? I mean, yes, even though it's just kind of Clemo's fault, it's kind of Orphan's fault a little bit too. We're not explaining the situation to Magic and Clemo too. But I'm not gonna blame Orphan for doing the things he does. But he honestly should have explained it to them bit by bit. But hey, I mean, at least now they have the extra backup of Lecky, so hooray! And as for Magic, I mean, hey, at least he's gonna be able to actually test his strength out. So, hey, it could be worse for Orphan and his friends. Now, so the episode itself, I actually really liked it. If I were to rate this on a scale of 1 to 10, with 5 being average and 10 being exceptional, I'm giving it a 7.5 out of 10. I thought it was actually good, and I'll give it a rating of above average because I love how this episode, it raises the stakes because now we know Quoby's at the very least stronger than Childman, so the opposition that Azeli and Orphan are going to have to go through is no joke. They're going to have to go all out, and I like that. It's going to make any confrontation against the leader of the Death Instructors a lot more epic to watch, since now we know he was strong enough to actually push back Childman. So that's how you escalate the stakes. Oh, Baby looks pretty interesting. Hey, I actually wouldn't mind seeing the dwarves interact with Azeli. That's actually pretty cool. Oh, that's fucking cute seeing Lecky pull on there. Fucking adorable. Aww. Because we never see Lecky that aggressive unless Clem was in danger, then we see him that aggressive. Well, no, it is an anime doji. That's all series are, watching it episode by episode. The only way you avoid that is by just sticking to movies only. That's about it. But, gotta say though, aside from this episode raising the stakes from the story standpoint, I actually like the comedy, like Clemo and Magic acting absolutely reckless was pretty cool. I like how it also had some nice bits from a story, from a character standpoint too, aside from the story beats. I like how Kira shows you that as Ellie, she can't be the end-all solution to every single scenario because even someone as powerful as her can't even enter into the tower just casually like that. And that's something I like. Because it gives the series an oh shit factor. We see someone as strong as Zelle being incapable of pulling off a feat. And then another thing I love too about this episode, I do like the fact that for this one, from a character standpoint, it delves into orphan psychology. Because even though he's rough against magic, you can see how much he cares because at least he didn't draw blood on him, unlike when he was being trained by a childman and he did draw blood on Orphen. So I like the compare and contrast between how Orphen does training and how Chalman did training. That was actually pretty dang cool. Although we know that Chalman, he was coming from a good place because we know he's not a douchebag just to be a douchebag. And that's why I thought it did pretty dang well when it came to Orphan. Even like I showed you how even though, yes, he doesn't care how he dies, he is scared of death regardless. I mean, at least when he goes into combat, he always has to slight fear. And I like that. I think it makes him into a much more memorable character, actually, hearing that he does have those kind of fears. And aside from that, something else I really love with what they did with Orphen, I love that how it showed how much he cares about them, too. The two, even though he doesn't show it on the outside. Because when he says if there's a potential for betrayal, then at the very least, the two kids are safe. That was actually pretty darn nice. And I love how much you see Clemo Magic give a shit because instead of staying in comfort, they risk their freaking lives going with Orphen. And I'm like, oh man, these entertainment junkies, they're gonna be the end of Orphen one of these days. But no, all jokes aside, I like that. I would emphasize the bond between Orphen and the others. I thought it was really damn sweet. And I even love how they're making the dwarfs useful, how they're gonna at the very least seemingly do more than just act as like random ass background characters too. And that's why I really liked this episode. Hell, even did a good job of giving Markenden some actual darn build up by giving us her goal where she wants to get rid of Q and all that. And that's why I thought this episode did fantastic from a character standpoint. I mean, what else can you ask for? It gave build up to multiple characters. And as for the animation quality, it was actually, at least for Orphan standards, it was actually good in some bits for a build up episode. So that, I gotta give it credit. The vocal performances were amazing. And that's why I thought it was worthy of a 7.5 out of 10. Now, right before I go, yeah, I also hope D4DJ gets a Season 2 animated OG. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later if you come back for more because I'm definitely excited to see what they're going to do next in the series. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all so much for watching my video and have a fantastic day, everyone. And also thank you so much for commenting on the live chat, Animated OG. And I hope you and everyone else has a fantastic day. Bye-bye, everyone.